How's it going right there, eh? It's Denis here from Denis Logie Outdoors. Back up at the woodlot. Been up here for a couple of days. Cut more cedar for the off-grade cabin. What I'm going to do is I just want to light up a fire here. Get warmed up. All right. While I'm waiting for that to get going, I want to do an unboxing or unveiling of the new portable winch I just picked up the other day. Doesn't look like that's going to get going really good. There it goes. Yeah, so hopefully that gets going. So, like I said, I'm up here getting some logs. And I want to kind of do an unveiling of this. I was talking about getting the other day. So this is a gas-powered capscan winch. It's a portable winch, obviously. There we go. Yeah, so this is a 5,000 pound winch, apparently. That's what they label it as, but I think it's actually 2,200 pounds pulling. Yeah, so I'm going to try that out today. Kind of straightforward, little Honda motor. What you do is, there's a long rope that comes with it. So the rope comes from this way, from whatever you're pulling, wraps underneath this. You wrap this 4 to 5 times. This is turning all the time when it's on. And once you put the rope up through here, and once you pull the rope sideways, it grips on, starts pulling. These 2 red hooks go with that green strap, and you wrap that around the tree. Yeah, so it comes with a few accessories. There's some pulleys there, choke chain, this yellow cone. The yellow cone and the chain and a couple of slings and all that kind of stuff came with a forestry kit. That blue bag right there is the rope bag. There's 150 feet of 1/2-inch rope. So here in a bit I'll throw all this back in the box, and I'm going to head down, knock a couple of trees down, and try it out. So I picked this winch up from Long's Small Engine in Sussex. They were the closest dealer that I had in my area. So that's in Sussex, New Brunswick. So it's probably, I don't know, 20-30 minute drive from my place. And real good guy. The guy's name was Craig Long. I'll put the description, or I'll put all his information in the description below. And also a link, a description of the winch itself, which is porterwinch.com. Craig was a real good guy, real knowledgeable. I think he's been selling these winches for a few years now, and I'm going to try it out. So we have down in here, kind of just down there ways, to the right, I got a couple good size cedar that I really can't get to it with the tractor, so my plan is to pull them towards the road and then haul them out. So that heads way down to where I did a video quite a while ago looking for sill logs. There was some big cedar down in there. So my plan was hopefully eventually I'll cut a road all the way down there and then pull them up if it works out good. So right here, right now where I'm at, right here is a service road. This service road goes down a real steep hill, it dead ends, and it actually heads that way, and that's where my gates are for my other two properties are. This is kind of a dead end. We're right along the highway, and the previous owner, he actually barricaded this off because that is actually like right straight that way is a cliff that drops right off about 30-40 feet to the highway, a straight face. And he was always scared that somebody from the ATV club or skidooing club or anybody skidooing in here that didn't know the area would just possibly go right off the cliff. So we haven't had much trouble, but since I broke a trail in here with the tractor the other day, I have noticed there is some skidoo tracks in here now. So hopefully they know what's going on, or what I'm going to have to do is block that off somehow. Anyhow, so that's the plan for today. Got a fire going, keep me warm, and I'll turn you back on here when I get it all rigged up and start pulling. All right, stand by. Okay, I'm back. So here's the situation. So here's a tree that was knocked down. We knocked down a couple of them over there yesterday. There was one that was kind of rotten, so we took part of it. So now I got the nose cone hooked up. I got the rope all swung in the spot. So hopefully, what I'm hoping in a few days, I'll come in and get that one. There's a couple of pretty good sized ones right there. And if this all works out really good, there's a few more down in there. Yeah. And I see there's a couple over there too. So yeah, so there's the rope. It's probably, I don't know, probably got about 80 feet. So it works out pretty good with that rope bag. Once you kind of figure out how to do it, there's a certain way, and they describe how to do that in the video on their website at portawinch.com. So I'm all by myself here today, so I'm not going to be able to film and run the machine at the same time. So the plan is to pull the log to right about here. Then I can turn the tractor around in this spot right here. And then once the log's pointing that way, I just hook onto it with a steel choker and then drive it out. Yeah, so maybe what I'll do is I'll get this all set up first, and then I'll turn it back on and show you. Stand by. Okay, so there it is, all wrapped on there. I noticed, this is my second time running this today. We noticed that if you, the rope is new and I think it's getting wet, so you have to wrap it around quite a few times, probably about 5 times. The capscan will still turn, but the rope is not grabbing enough. Anyhow, here, stand by. Okay, so got that log pulled out. It's probably, I don't know, 16 inches at the butt. It's probably 22 feet long. Not a bad size, I guess. Yeah, so that worked out pretty good. Like I was saying, it's a lot harder to do. Well, I guess it's hard to film and do that at the same time. Yeah, so it goes in and out of the bag pretty good as long as you load it right. And like I was saying before, what we noticed, and I think it's because the rope is too new. They do mention that it works better if the rope's dirty. So obviously this is friction based. So in order to get it to pull really good, I'd have to give it another couple of wraps. But other than that, you know, if you have both your hands free, it works out really good. It's actually, you don't have to pull that hard at all sideways to get it to lock in. Yeah, so anyhow, I can see a lot of things I can use this for. My plan is also I'm going to rig it up on my crane. I'm going to put a post in the middle of the cabin so I can raise all the logs. So instead of using a hand winch, I'll use that. Yeah, so maybe what I'll do is I'll pause you for now. I'll get the tractor turned around, get this hitched up, and then maybe show you where I've been stockpiling them on the new log landing. Stand by. Okay, so I got the log shackled onto the front. So what I'll do is I'll pull it ahead here a little bit, and then usually I'll use the backhoe, push the log on the opposite side, because I would rather have the logs when I'm pulling on this side, because when I get to the service road, it's a real sharp turn, and the logs are on this side to get caught in the trees on the opposite side, which is kind of a pain in the butt. All right, here, stand by. Okay, so I got the log switched over to the other side. So usually what I do, I just kind of get into a straight spot, drop it, and it's convenient having the backhoe attachment. Usually I take it off in the wintertime, but I've noticed that it's been working out a lot better keeping it on. I've used it before to grab a hold of logs. I get a little thumb, mechanical thumb on it, and usually I just drive past the log and I can take the backhoe apart and just push the log over onto the opposite side. Or a lot of times I'll end up getting stuck, and then using the backhoe, it helps out a lot, pushing me out and dragging me and pulling me around in this deep snow. So now the plan is I'll head out here, turn right, and head towards the log landing, and I'll turn you on when I get there and show you the stack of logs I got so far. All right, stand by. Okay, so I just made it to my log landing, which is at my gate, original gate. So yeah, usually you just drive in, drop the log off, and then what I'll do is I'm just going to push the log on here. Stand by. Okay, yeah, it's a little hard to do when you only got one hand. So now I'll just pick up my chokers, throw them in the front bucket, and then head back down that way. Yeah, so that's a quick little video. I guess it's not that quick, it's like 15 minutes. Anyhow, that's the process that I'm going through. Once these logs are all stockpiled here, I don't know, I've got probably a dozen here. And then at the cabin site way down there, I probably have another 20 or so. The plan is there's a fair amount of cedar. There's an old road down there by that gate. And then, like I was saying, this service road actually dead ends. And on the left-hand side, so that's what I'm planning on concentrating this winter. It's easier getting in here right now because everything's starting to get frozen. And even if I get all my logs here, and then in the summertime, if I have to, I can haul them out with that logging trailer to get them to the cabin site. This service road down here heads, I don't know, it's probably 500-600 yards that way. Then I have another gate. That's where that other property is, that new property. And there was some cedar on that end, and we were waiting for it to freeze up. It could be frozen there now. I haven't checked yet because I've been kind of working on this spot right in here. It was quicker, easier to get in for now. So I'll just alternate back and forth. I'll probably drive in there today and break a trail with the tractor. And I was planning on cutting a road down in there, and I'll break that trail. I'm alone here today, so I'll probably concentrate on doing that kind of stuff. Anyhow, if you think of it, like, share, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching. That's the end there, eh?